So I just came from my garden on August 2nd here in North Carolina, and this is what I picked from my front garden. This okra got a little too big, but we'll use it anyway and make some curry okra, which is really good. I got a mess of purple whole peas. My tomatoes didn't do so well this time, but I'll take what I can get. But my purple whole peas have done really well. I'm pleased. I had 3 beds planted, and I have about a half a gallon of purple whole peas. And I also sent a gallon to a friend of mine. So I'm pleased with what they've done, and I can't wait to eat them. I did blanch these, and I froze them until I'm ready to cook them, and they will be delicious. So here are my okra plants. They're very tall, and this is where I got my okra. You can see more okra growing here. So pretty tall okra plants here. There we have those. This is my okra. Oh, here's another okra plant ready to pick, so I should get that one. My pepper plants, I don't know, they're not doing so well. These are my green bell pepper plants, and I don't know what happened. Very disappointed in my zucchini and squash plants. I've got these lush plants, but they're not really bearing any fruit. Every now and then I will find a squash or a zucchini amongst this jungle, but nothing beyond every now and then. I'm not sure what happened this growing season. Oh, look, there we have some zucchini coming along, if you can see that. So there we have some. So that's hopeful. But amongst this jungle, I just don't see a whole lot happening here in my zucchini and squash plants here. There's not a lot happening. So here's my corn, what I have so far. They didn't seem to hold up very well when I planted them in the beds. The stalks were kind of narrow, and as you can see, a lot of them fell down. But I do have some corn trying to make here. As you can see, the silk here. So they are at least trying to do something. You can see there's corn making here. And then the corn along the fence. There we have some corn here. And that's a pretty decent sized ear there along the fence. And here we have more corn. And here's a pretty decent sized ear here as well. So they are trying to do something, but they seem very fragile. Here I have some corn as well here. Actually 2 stalks growing there. And here is a corn here. So I will take Donald's advice. I have been keeping count of when the silk first started to form, and then counting 21 or 23 days, and then the corn will be ready to pick. Also keeping an eye out for the silk to turn brown and wither up. I think that's another sign. But that's the corn there. I just went out and I dusted my purple whole pea patch because the bugs really like them. But I've picked them, so you can see they're kind of, the peas come from the top here, and they're bare now because I've gone through the garden and picked them, but you do see some peas here. They haven't turned purple yet. And when they do, they will be ready to be picked. These are dried up, so I don't think they're any good. I think one of the reasons they call them purple whole peas, if you look at the stalk or stem, it's purple. I guess that's what makes them a type of field pea called purple whole peas. And these are top picked purple whole peas. And I'm very pleased with how they have yielded plenty of peas for me, enough to share with my friends and put some away for myself. So they're dusted because the bugs love these peas. And they're starting to turn dry, although I keep them watered and we've had rain, but not sure why they're turning yellow like that. Here are more peas ready to be picked. Well, they're not ready yet. They will be soon. And over here we have what I call my pride and joy. Look at my cantaloupe. I can start to see the white feathery, the white veiny pattern come in, which means they're starting to get ripe. Here's a baby cantaloupe here. Here's another melon here. You can see it starting to get ripe, so I'm very happy with that. And here's another melon here. Look at that. Decent size. And I put hay down, pine brush, so I can keep it from touching the soil. I probably need to change that out. Look at this one. Look at this cantaloupe. I think it's almost ready. I'm not sure, but I'll have to ask some advice, but that's a cantaloupe, good size. And here's another here. So they are doing very, very well. My cantaloupe are. I'm very pleased. And over in this patch, I have more cantaloupe growing. And you can see the pattern start to come in. Here's another cantaloupe here, baby one. And look at this big one over here. That's a pretty decent sized cantaloupe. And this one over here is pretty big. Very happy with that. Here's another here, little baby one. Here's another cantaloupe here. Kind of keeping an eye on them. I don't want the bugs to get them. But this is a big one. Look at this size cantaloupe here. It's pretty big. I'm gonna put some there. And here's another one here. So my cantaloupe really exploded. And my watermelon update. Pretty decent sized watermelon so far. I don't think I planted the large variety, but they're coming along pretty well. I have watermelon over here too. They seem to be doing pretty well. And what I heard is that you don't water the vines, you water the soil. So what I did was I dug a trench around the mound that I originally planted the seed, and I sort of water the mound because I think that's where the original roots sprout from, this mound here. And I just make sure the soil is wet. But here we have watermelon here, and there's a watermelon nestled in here. You can see it, there are 3 right there. Look at my watermelon. I'm so excited. And of course we have other things growing in here that we don't want. But the watermelon is taking off. Here's another one here. Here's another one here. And over in this patch there's a pretty nice sized watermelon here. And here. And I did hit it with some more nitrogen, fertilizer. Actually just nitrogen. Here's watermelon here. And I'm watering them often, maybe every other day, because they are called watermelon and they do need to be watered. So hopefully they will continue to flourish. And I'll have plenty of watermelon for myself and to share with my family and friends. Okay, this is my summer garden. It is August 2nd. I planted these on May 21st, 22nd, 23rd. It's now August 2nd here in North Carolina. Okay.